Like, I don't really know what C9's end goal is, dude. They came into when did C9 come to the league? Because they bought New York spot, right? And ever since then, it seems like they're just been on a downward trend. They got rid of Hydra. Like, are you joking? They got the reins to the roster. They get into a board meeting. All right, where do you guys want to take this roster now, bro? We got the branding. Look at our little logo. It's like inside the logo. It says like New York in there. And one guy was like, let's get rid of Hydra. And a couple other guys were like, yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm fine with that. C9 targets loans to rebuild roster. What does that even mean exactly? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but from what I've been watching, bro, in the CDL, I think Mac is disgusting. I think Mac, whether or not it was on his own terms to leave, if this roster's really gone, I think Mac's gross. I think the rest of them could all have been replaced. I think Mac's gross, though. He's just mid, bro. I don't know, man. I firmly believe that kid's disgusting. I really do. I think they should have kept him, but who is their coach? Arian, he was their assistant coach last year and assistant coach for LAG before C9. Damn, this Arian guy's in a mix, dude. He finally gets the bump up from assistant coach to starting coach. And he's like, bro, this is insane. Third is in last. He's like, this shit's insane. I should have just been an assistant. He's actually tweaking. He's like, I didn't think it'd have this be as bad. Everyone's all over the place. We should just drop everyone. Get rid of the whole roster. That's fucking crazy, dude. Priestahh just retired. Stepping away from competitive COD, the past 10 plus years have been some of, if not the best years of my life. I've met some of the most amazing and talented people throughout my career in competitive Call of Duty. This wasn't an easy decision, especially because it's been such a huge part of my life for the past decade. But as I've gotten older and times have changed, I started to drift away from the fun aspect of the game that I had. I really wanted to go out with a bang and not really in the way that I did, but everything happens for a reason. I hopped back into Challengers to see if I would find that spark and drive again to get back where I felt I belonged. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for me, and I started to feel mentally drained from it all. For me, it's time to move forward and pursue more of my dream that I have outside of competing. I want to thank my wife, my family, my friends, my teammates, my coaches, and everyone who has supported me throughout this journey. Call of Duty will always be a part of me, and I'm grateful that I was able to live out my dream of being a Call of Duty pro. On to the next chapter, love. Man, that's crazy, man. Priestahh's a fucking hell of a player, bro. Hell of a career. A lot of championships, man. Fucking Jesus, that's crazy. In my eyes, he's still like a youngin'. And he's been competing for 10 plus years. That's kind of nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, make sure to show him some love, guys. That's crazy, man. I mean, watching him this year just in Challengers, he looked insane too. Like he looked like he was fucking frying. I mean, yeah, let's just address a lot of these rumors. I mean, seems like C9 wants to drop their whole roster. They want to pick up a whole fresh slate. It looks like they're targeting John, Renegade, Kips, QK, and then I guess like Spart or Awakening. I think QK is actually disgusting. Fuck, I was gonna say I would probably have these four. QK's low-key disgusting. Yeah, I don't know about this roster, man. I don't know. I haven't spoken to John or Kips personally, but man, this doesn't really sound like the home for the players. I mean, it'd be cool to send two of our guys to the league right away, along with Nium, right? And then say we have like a 75% conversion rate on the Huntsman going to the league. That'd be great. But truthfully, I don't think our boys should go to C9. I don't know how John feels about C9 either. I know he didn't like them a long time ago because of the way that the whole Sentinels C9 thing went down Halo Year 1, where they kind of like trapped him and kind of fucked him over for a year. I don't know if he's dropped that resentment or not, but that kind of stuff does stick with you, so I don't know. I also don't know if I haven't really talked to John. I don't know if he wants to, go. What the fuck? What's good, John? That's John 287. That's the go right there. What's up, brother? The actual John. Miss you, brother. Yeah, I haven't spoken to John, but I think he. I don't know if he knows and he thinks that he's ready, then send him. That's really up to him. What's good, Nium? Hey, Maji, bro. Yeah, you were going crazy this weekend, Nium. I can't lie, bro. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go to C9. We'll see. I guess. Scrap response to Ben J saying LAT have been late to scrims. Yo, chat. Ben saying we were late. We got back from LA at 11:30 a.m. on a 6 a.m. flight, and we had to torch scrims for a bit because we were fucking exhausted. Who was it against? FaZe. So this fool just dick eats on the daily. I guess we could take a peek. That was one thing I liked about Halo. You could just like get away with being late to scrims or just not showing up at all, and you can get away with that. But in this scene, like, it's like someone's late to a scrim, you go and like tell on them, dude. You know what I mean? Like fucking Christ. Like, wah, this fucking team was late today. Wah. I mean, it's just more C9 shit all over the place, man. C9 wanting to, I don't know if this is true. Cloud9 allegedly wanted their players to cut their salaries in half, and it's claimed the players were fired and not dropped. Sources close to Cloud9 instead claim that they are offering to help the players to not leave them completely screwed. We're just going to screw you over a tad, but we'll hook you guys up. Listen, man, if you guys want to stay, you guys can get paid $1,000 a month, man. We're happy to have you. Like, what? I just don't see C9 staying in the CDL for the next 3 years. I think that they have to go, right? Like, they just got to go. Doesn't seem like they're really into it. Doesn't seem like they're really about it. They didn't get a roster that they wanted. Didn't perform well. Like, I guess they just gave up. I don't fucking know. I mean, they're already paying their players like the minimum, and now they're trying to cut that in half even more. C9 does this to all teams except LOL. Yeah, I mean, LOL is probably where they make most of their money, right? I don't really know where Cloud9 gets a lot of their money from, but yeah, I mean, if this was true, Cloud9's getting what is that? Like $5,400 a month, something like that, which is basically the minimum. I think this is the minimum. Well, actually, this is the minimum, probably, right? It's got to be the minimum. 60K. You get 5K a month. That looks like the minimum. But they want to cut that in half. Is that even possible? I thought you have to pay a minimum. A minimum is like a minimum. You got to pay that. Yeah, I mean, dude, if the rumors I've been seeing is that C9 is paying their players like $2,000 a month, which is kind of wild. You finally make it to the league. You've been grinding your whole fucking life. You get to the fucking league, and they give you fucking $2,000 a month, and now they're trying to cut that in half after taxes. I mean, dude, like you're taking that money. You're going to the casino and you're throwing that shit on a number on roulette. Not even anything. All of it on a number to get paid how you think you should be paid if you make it to the COD league. You know, $1,000 a month. That's not even really like livable for these players. If they're fucking paying $1,000 a month, I doubt they're paying housing. You know. I mean, yeah, I don't think C9 stays in the league for much longer. I feel like they're kind of just like crossing off the dotted lines, the shit that they have to do, right? Because they can't just like leave the league with no repercussions. They probably sign a contract that says, okay, you're in. You can't just leave in a month. You're in for a couple years, you know. So they have to stay. I do too. The sad thing is, man, in my head, I hold C9 to a high regard in terms of orgs. C9 is one of those orgs that have been around for decades that you kind of look at and you think they'd be taking care of their players. You're like, that's cool. You get to play for C9. They got cool colors. They got cool jerseys, you know. And then you see them under this light, and you're like, bro, the fuck. I mean, I guess a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes you don't really see, and we don't know the whole story. This could all be fucking hearsay. What if they're paying their players maximum? I mean, that's probably not true. But what if they are? Then bad PR. Maybe they're not defending it. I don't fucking know. Seems like they're just pieces of shit right now, and it sucks that the players have to play under them and kind of just endure. You can't be signed to C9 and then fucking go on Twitter and say, yo, I'm on C9, but it's hell in here. Damn this place. They kind of have to endure it, you know? Porn pays $15K a month for home videos? Yeah, they might as well just fucking, have a C9 orgy. Okay. I wish I wouldn't have read that, because my brain just can't help it. But yeah, I don't think Tips or John or anyone else from the Huntsman should go to this fucking roster. Because then it feels like I'm like setting them, or like not me, but the Huntsman as a collective are setting them up for failure. Yeah, okay. I mean, taking a look at the top challengers KDs here from the event. QK with a 124. Our boy Nium with a 124. Big Wake, obviously looking good. 123. Ocus. John here with a 114. That's kind of crazy they actually are so close to each other in KD. They're really like all about the duoship here. If our players leave, man, what's the Huntsman's plan? I think I've been talking to Zen about it a little bit. Yeah, Ocus. I mean, I tried preaching Ocus a while ago to the boys whenever they thought that Nium was going to get picked up to LAT. I'm a big fan of Ocus, man. I think he should go to not to the league, but I think he should go. Or I guess come to the Huntsman. I think he's great. I think he's really good. I think he's young. He's talented. He's got good comms. His POV's insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Ocus. Now the problem is I don't know if what Zen wants to do. I think I saw Zen in here. I mean, we've been talking about it a little bit, but like, I don't know exactly if we want to do a full rebuild of the roster and say Rispy's the only one left on the roster. I mean, like, I don't know how Zen feels about it, where, we keep Rispy and we kind of, make something happen with him. I do think Rispy has a lot of promise still. I think he had a pretty inconsistent land. But I think that he does show sparks. And, yeah, Tom, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. You leave the nest, bro. The snake comes in and grabs your you know what I mean? You can't just keep leaving the nest alone. Like, we're you know what I'm saying? And this is all assuming that the other two go to C9 as well. Yeah, I mean, it seems like me and Zen are on the same page. We want to build around Legend, bro. We want to pick up Legend right away and start the whole process over with Legend. And, actually believe in him and give him a real shot. Because, I mean, like, I think Sabri is kind of the story of, like, him and John had two completely, like, opposite paths. One goes to the league right away, gets, like, fucking pantsed, and just kind of set up for failure. The other one starts from scratch, builds his way up. You fast forward to now, John looks great. Sabri's been kind of, like, fighting here and there, but not really have a real chance, So I think number one, we pick up Sabri and kind of just see what happens from there. Grab Ocus, grab a fourth, and then, Who knows? I think Sabri didn't really show off his like skill set to the COD community. Like, bro, I played Halo against this kid, and I played with him for a year. His skill ceiling is very high as a natural FPS player. Like, I have full faith in him that he could become very fucking good in a short amount of time. It'd be really fun to watch him grow. I feel like I could help him. I feel like I'm good enough friends with Sabri to where I could help him develop in a way that no one else really has been able to so far, because he's such a sweet kid out of game. But when you're telling him stuff about COD and stuff, you have to say it a certain way, or, like, I'm not going to be scared to call Sabri brain dead, or, you know what I'm saying, to talk to him off stream and call him, faded as fuck for certain plays, like, really actually try to help him. So, I have faith in Sabri, man, I do. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And this is all, like, only if, the boys were left with just Rispy, I guess, on the roster. But if Nium does go to LAT, man, I mean, I think that's a dub. I think, we don't got to speak too much about Kenny specifically, but I know Kenny has been struggling, but I think that the Thieves, after the 0-6 bounce out, they deserve, a new start. And I think Nium's ready. I think after watching Nium throughout this LAN this weekend, I think he's ready for the league. Obviously, we had those thoughts before, just watching him play and hearing his comms and like the way that he speaks just to his teammates and his understanding of the game. It's actually it was kind of weird to watch at first. I was like, this guy's his awareness is definitely higher than I thought it was going to be. I think he's ready, and I wish him nothing but the best, if that's true. I think Nium's going to be great for them. I think that the Thieves just kind of needed, fresh start. Just like how, even though obviously onliners, the Carolina team, they get rid of Austin, they get a new voice in the comms, they kind of have a resurgence as a squad. Obviously, we get to the LAN, holy shit, Jesus Christ. Probably should just stayed home. But still, it was still cool to see them have that bounce back. 0-2 to 5-0 is definitely what one player can change. So, and obviously the LA Thieves aren't going to be onliners, right? So, it only really mean good things for them. Oh, yo, that's actually a good talking point. What's going on here? Did the hype around the Luka die, or was this like a insanity moment where he played really well and suddenly lost momentum, haven't been following comp? It sucks for Luka because he set the bar so fucking high for himself from just that one open event, just that one fucking cup that they played, where all the pros were watching this motherfucker's POV and he was having a god night. And not to say that he didn't replicate it eventually, like after that, because he definitely had more series where he was actually just shitting on people. But it seemed like at the LAN he was kind of just, average. It sucks. I mean, it was mine, Dashy's fault. Why? What? I didn't do anything. I didn't even do anything. It was his first LAN ever, bro. Maybe he needs a little more time on LAN. I mean, he did get some time because it doesn't look like FaZe is going to make a roster change. They should have been in the final. Does Envoy peak early in the season? This has to be discussed, man. Dill is honestly gross as fuck at the start of the fucking seasons. Anyone else peeping that yet? Anyone else picking up on this? Even when I played with him, this guy was really good at the start of the season. Not to say he's bad at the end of the season, but at the start, he learns really quick. Motherfucker is a little nerd, dude. He does learn fast, at least from what I've seen. At the end, he can't get a kill. Yo, chill on Dill. Chill on Dill. He's won champs. Good. About Neptune? Yeah, Neptune. Yo, I saw a bunch of clips yesterday about Neptune. He actually responded to the whole, like, I don't know what you want to call it, because it wasn't really beef between him and Ant, but the fans were kind of pitting it about all of his little dirty spots he used and all these spots he was saving for the event. He didn't even bust them out in Winners Finals. Like, he busted, I mean, I guess he was kind of getting slammed in Winners Finals, but he didn't bust them out until, like, Finals. No one's seen it before, had fucking a bag deeper than you can imagine. Motherfucker was whipping out spots no one's seen before, Like, I have to tip it. At the time, I kind of wanted to hate on it because we were in the moment and we were watching them play, But at this point, like, I kind of tipped that, dude. If Ant was doing it, like, you'd be tipping it too. I do tip it, man. I think that he put in the extra time. He found out spots that were, a little ahead of the time. Who knows if they're gonna get patched? Who knows if it was like actually meant to happen? I don't know. The intended line of sight shit. Yeah, motherfucker was sick of getting second, man. He made sure that he came in fully prepared and ready to go. I do tip it. Damon said we knew them week 1. I mean, yeah, but like Shotzzy's gonna be like, I knew all that shit. Fuck, it wasn't even that useful. Like, even if he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Ant did know something about it, but I didn't see him getting any of them. I didn't really see anyone even think to do what that kid was doing. I think that one in the house on Scar was very useful for hardpoint, just through and through for the whole event. Your last guy alive in house, go up in the attic, go hide up there, you guarantee a kill. You're not getting found. I feel like that was, one that all the pros should have been using if they knew about them regularly. But whatever. Yeah, I tip it. I do. I think Neptune deserved that win. I think he played phenomenal with the whole weekend, and then especially the FaZe match, like truly battling, bro. I tip it. I'll always, game respects game, bro. I know that Gentlemates beat Optic in the final, but just in the losers finals, watching the Gentlemates come back 2-5. At first, me and Sam were kind of like joking about it, like, let's just hurry this up, let's fucking fake comeback bullshit. But then when they actually won, it's like, oh my god, they actually just fucking fought. Like, that kind of heart and that kind of grit as a roster, that kind of like molds you, and that's just a moment they'll never forget as a team. Like, those 4 players aren't forgetting that tournament for the rest of their lives, I promise you. Like, that wasn't just a cool win, like Neptune's first win. That's like a sick-ass win to get as a team. Like, you win 2-5, losers finals, game 5 against FaZe. That's fucking sick. And then you go on to win the fucking event in game 7. That's fucking sick. That's a movie, you know? That's a movie, so. Yeah, we already went over the Priestahh stuff, man. Hearing that Toronto Core will be sticking together going into Major 2 qualifiers, and a role change is expected. Did this surprise anybody? Does this surprise anybody? Kind of surprises me. But, like, it's such a good roster on paper that you can't really say, let's blow it up after one bad major, one bad stage, right? Like, this team could fucking win an event, and you wouldn't be surprised. If everything clicked for them for a weekend, you wouldn't be surprised if they won an event. I mean, if they even drop down into the losers bracket and don't play Miami round 1 and have a Fate round 1 matchup, because, like, they were locked in with Fate. Fate was going to make sure that they play them, and they go game 5, and it gets weird, and Real gets tucked. And, you know, we already talked about all before the major, but it happened now, and what I predicted came to pass. And it just seems like this roster, if they just switch the roles around a little bit, I did see something else, like, I think with, like, Kleenex going back to a sub, him on flex. I don't know if that's going to be so much better that they, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe they will be good. Yeah, Joe Deceives, in my opinion, top 3 sub in the game, for sure. That guy's POV is disgusting. That guy's takeover is disgusting. He got absolutely costed. I'm sure he's frustrated, but he can bottle that for now. For right now, there's a certain there's a difference too, chat, of being a person that's as good as Joe Deceives, and the community not realizing how good he is, and having to bottle that and knowing you're getting costed and no one's even peeping that you're that good, right? So say just for example, hypothetically speaking, if Mac, let's just say if Afro was as good as Joe Deceives is right now, but no one even knows, and then they also just get squad wiped. But, like, everybody knows that Joe Deceives, maybe not top 3 sub, top 5 maybe? Top 5? Yeah, top 5 for sure. I would even argue top 3, but I mean top 5 for sure. Top 12 as a placing obviously doesn't help his case, but KT Blitzing for the team for 2 months, man. I think that guy's gross. So there's a big difference between the community not recognizing your skill and what you're doing, and actually recognizing it. So, like, right now, he can bottle this little top 12 placing because everyone's still tipping him. Like, Joe's getting costed, blah, blah, blah. He can go home, sleep peacefully, smile on his face, jolly Joe, get some rest. But if he wasn't getting the tipping and people were saying, this team's shit, blow it up, that's a different type of hate for your teammates you start to build, okay? That's just different. That's a different type of animosity you start building. It's right now, he can actually just chill. He can chill and have faith that his team can turn it around, and if they don't, he knows that his spot is safe regardless. Regardless of what happens, if they have a bad Sage 2, that motherfucker's safe on this roster. He will be fine. He will be on the roster, and they will drop someone else. Probably not him. Probably one of these two, but whatever. Said they're trying to take Ocus from me while I'm in the ER. It's a cruel world out there. Man, once a stallion, always a stallion. I'll remember this. It's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get it and keep moving forward. The stallions will prevail, and the stallions will be stronger than ever. Chris Lair, he's yeah, I mean, honestly, it's I hope that Tom gets better, man. That sucks. I know health scares are fucking what they are, man. They're scary as fuck. Hope Tom gets better. But yeah, we will be reaching out to Ocus, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it except sit there and let it happen. And I guess be cordial about it. If he wants to come, then you know, it's up to him. We'll see. We're pretty goddamn convincing at the Huntsman, man. We're an extension of Optic, you know. And I don't know how many Stallions players are going to the league after Major 1. We got rumors of 3 of ours going to the league, so I mean, it seems like it's pretty, you know what I'm saying. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But I mean, feel better, Tom. Feel better. JCap, the Jetpack Reaper. Yeah, honestly, JCap could have won three champs in a row. He could have been a very different story if Cap won all 3 Jetpack rings. He'd go down as the best Jetpacker ever. Must be weird for Risky right now. Yeah, I haven't talked to him personally. I would imagine it's kind of like the SpongeBob meme where it's, you know, standing there and he looks down, like Squidward standing there and he's looking outside and he sees SpongeBob and Patrick playing around all happy and shit. Yeah, anyway, back to Nium, Kips, Renegade. Obviously going to the league. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for Risky, but at the same time, you know, you kind of reap what you sow. And I know that he probably thinks that he could have played better at the LAN, and if he did, that he could have maybe been in the same boat as them. I do feel bad for him, but it's just the nature of the beast, man. The people that are in the league right now and they have problems, they want the shiniest new toy. Right? Like, they just want the shiny new toy. and whoever shines the hardest, in the online stuff, at the LAN, they're gonna get the first dibs. It's like Toy Story, right? It's all the Barbies in that one movie. It's like all the little Barbies are on the wall, and you're like, ooh, I want this set. You don't want fucking, the Wheezy Penguin, you know, showing in the back. They want to pick up new players, and that's just not speaking on Rispy. That's speaking on the players that have been in the league, that have, kind of got pushed out of the league and have been battling in challengers, and they think that, I shouldn't be in challengers. I'm gonna run these fuckers, blah blah blah. You got two full teams of pro teams, like basically with Falcons White and Notorious, right? Yeah, and I mean, it sucks, man. It's like Priestahh probably retired. He probably didn't get a single offer after the LAN, and I thought Preston was gross at this game. And I think Rispy needs a little more time, and he will get his chance if he just keeps working hard. Doesn't let this really deter him, then he will get his chance. But it is true though, man. Like, you got like all these players, like the fact that like Wake hasn't been hit up. Well, I guess he has now, right? But C9's kind of desperate at this point. But Wake looked disgusting. Who else? Like, you have people with rings and challengers, bro, and they get other players, these new players that have never been in the league, are getting offers before them because everybody wants to see that shiny new toy. They want to grab the new Mercules, hopefully, and you got like the other team too, the Bush team even. The Bush team has a bunch of former pros. Like, all four of those players have been in the league at one point, right? Cap, yes. Proloot, yes. Proloot played for Optic at one point. Obviously, the circumstances were a little weird because Illy was fucking tweaking up Storm. Spart, he won an event. And who's the fourth? Who did I not say? Spart, Capsule, Proloot, Fire. Oh, dude, Fire. I think Fire's really good, man. There was a video that came out. I remember in 2021, we did a content piece where we were doing a podcast and we were talking about our upcoming match versus Vegas Legion at the time, which was like Paris Legion, Vegas, whatever the fuck. Fire just came up, got put into the fucking league. If you guys remember this, there was a podcast where I personally I put so much pressure on Fire for no reason at all, just strictly for laughs out of like the people on the podcast with me. Just that was the only reason I did it. I put out so much pressure on the series for him. He got tucked. I felt so bad after we were smoking a J. Like, me and Brandon, I'm just like, I think I was like a little too harsh on that. And like Brandon was like, I don't think so. And I was like, I mean, I don't know, kind of hated me for a bit. Then I went on going to order fucking ice cream and then just went on with my night. But I do feel bad about that. I still think about it to this day. That, like, who knows what is. I obviously don't even know if I did anything. I could be speaking out my ass. I don't know if I even did it. You could have had a bad series. But at the end of the day, Fire looks really good this game too. That's like the Bush roster. I think if you're an org that wants to pick up players too, that's a good roster to pick from. Like, there's a lot of players, man, that can have a resurgence in their careers, and you won't really know until you give them a shot. But I do get their perspective, though. You don't want to pick. I mean, there's also stigmas around players as well, right? Like, there's a stigma around Brack that's been following him since I fucking teamed with him in 2019, that he's like a kill whore, blah blah blah. Like, it sucks that those stigmas that you create for yourself while you're in the league will stick with you. They will stick with you, and you will think that people forget. People don't forget, because those players that you think forgot turned into coaches, and they still remember, and they don't want to pick you up, and it just becomes this big vicious cycle of like, how hard can you play the mini game of convincing the players that are in the league, late night team speaks, that you're changed, that you show them examples, you become friendly with teams that I guess need a spot or need a new roster. I don't know. It's tough to really wrap my head around how these players are supposed to get back to the league unless they're just completely dominating challengers, like dominating challengers. Yeah, like Gunless is another example too. Has the stigma that he's fucking, shit teammate. Obviously shit teammate when I play with him. But I've talked to Pierce in the past couple of years. He seemed like a much better person. Seemed like he's in a much better headspace. Seemed like he's still good at COD. It's different. Different now. I don't know. Was he really that bad? In 2019? Yeah, he was that bad. We played with our coach. We benched him. He was our best player. Maybe the best player in the game. And we benched him to play with Ricky. He was that bad. But he changed a lot since then. Even on the Huntsman, he was better. Still had some time to grow there, but he's definitely grown a lot as a person, I would say. Neptune is a good example of it changing around for him. Yeah, I mean, dude, it seems like he's been in the league in and out. Like, dude, there was a time last year in Halo, or maybe the year before that, where Neptune was randomly back in Halo for like a little bit. And I was like, damn, is he just getting ran in COD? Like, why is he back in Halo? And then, I guess he battles back, fucking puts his head down, fucking grinds his dick off in COD, and fries his way, and now he's won an event. He goes through last year, gets a bunch of second places, and obviously gets labeled as like a silver server, which in my opinion, second's not that bad, man. My opinion on second place is it's drastically changed in the past couple of years. I think second's great, and honestly, I'm happy for Net, man. It seems like he's really fucking battled his way to get to where he is, and he had an amazing event, and he looks disgusting this year. So, I mean, I tip it to Net for Sure. What do we? Oh yeah, this is the envoy thing. Sorry, Dill. Gotta get Dill his flowers though. Sorry, me and Brandon smoked all your J's. We, holy fuck. Dill's a good kid, man. He's definitely one of the best teammates I've had. It sucks that we didn't win more together. It sucks that I just never really gave my best foot forward to both him and Brandon, truthfully, and the Huntsman team as well. It was just different. I'll just blame it on online. Online was just the reason I was like that. Okay. Brandnader, thank you for the prime for 5, man. Welcome back. 2 seconds, make a first. Yeah, we can go with that. I got like a bunch of chips in. Do you think Envoy underperformed during Cold War? No, I thought Dill was really good at Cold War. I think that we just underperformed as a team. He's your Game 3 pitcher in the playoffs who can start Game 2 when needed. He's Sean Green. When he's on, he's great. When he's off, he costs. Yeah, I never really fuck with the Dark Prince gimmick. Can we stop that? Can we cut that out now? How about we as a collective stop calling him the Dark Prince? Because I don't even think it sounded cool at the time. Don't even really think he likes it. Let's just stop calling him that. All right? Let's just call him Envoy. Okay? I don't think the Dark Prince is that cool. The replays or teep of the CDL. I mean, yeah, it seems like Dill has found success in every single roster he's been on, every single game he's competed in. I mean, hats off to Dill, man. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. For real. I mean, what do we think, chat? You see Gentleman's winning another chip this year. I personally do. I think no matter what happens throughout this whole year, I think the Paris Major, I think, might be a fucking lock. I think they might, we can lock that in now. They might win that one. I think they're going to win that one. I don't know what happens at any of the other majors. I think they win the Paris one. I mean, after the event, though, I do like Optics odds for the rest of the year. I think they caught Gentleman's slipping in the winners final. I don't think that was the right version of Gentleman's. I think Optic took advantage of it. But I think in the best of 7 finals, Gentleman's took advantage of Optic not playing for, a whole series, coming hot in the Colossus. The 5-2 search really tells the story of the whole series, and I still think those are the best 2 teams in the game for sure. I know FaZe looked good, and they probably should have won the game 5 versus Gentleman's, but that was also a checked out Gentleman's at that point. They just got off a 3-0 from Optic, and to battle back like that, even after that series, pretty tippy. Boston Breeze is trying to drop Purge or Cammy from what I heard. So chat, just in, yeah, sounds like Purge. Sounds like Boston wants to get rid of Purge or Cammy. It sounds like it's from a credible source. I think we all just saw it on Twitter, right? And yeah, when you clip this, make sure. Tom, man, come on, man. You can't be saying this with a fucking mask on and the doctor that can come in at any moment and be like, bro, you're fucked. Let's lock in, Tom. We're at the hospital. Let's stay in the hospital sim. You know what I mean? Let's stay in the fucking hospital sim.
I only did it because...
little lore here, I guess, with Neptune, saying that Surge teammates were talking to other players before he did.
You texted people after champs to the team.
Wait, so what was the lore here? There was some weird shit that Kason didn't want to pick him up because Neptune was talking about, like, swapping rosters and shit? Is that what happened? And he was like, us on FaZe, we don't fuck with that. We're family over here. So, okay, and now he's wishing Neptune's on the roster? So this is Neptune pretty much defending that, saying that Surge teammates were talking to players before he was?
Yeah, exactly, bro. And the thing is, I only did it because I'm not going to, like, I'm way past all that, bro. I'm way past all of it. But I'm not going to name anybody. But there was other people on my team that I heard about was doing it first. Okay, so once again, I'm not going to name anyone. But there was people on the team that were in talks with other people after champs. Like, right after champs ended. And I didn't know about that. And then, of course, like, at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was someone who always advocated, like, yo, bro, like, we need to start being a team again.
I kind of believe him, man. You lose champs, didn't they get, like, 4-0'd in the final as well? Was that, am I tweaking? Did they get 4-0'd in champs finals as well? Oh, Purge is in the chat. Shit, 5-3'd. Oh, fuck me. Was it the event before this? Yo, Purge, great event, man. I mean, what can we talk about with this guy? I mean, your routes in S&D, they seem to pay off a lot. But for real, I think you should text someone right now. I think you're getting fucking schemed on as we speak, brother. I got it from a credible source. He's in the hospital, and I mean, there's only one guy in the hospital right now that we know of relative to who could have a rumor. So, I mean, you should send some texts out, man. Maybe an SOS here or there. Maybe get a backup plan going. Maybe, let's C9 build around Purge, maybe. Sounds like you're getting schemed on, brother. And I would hate to see that happen. Especially being a schemer myself. All the fucking, pain and suffering I've caused to multiple people throughout my life that I've left in the dust. I don't really know you that well, so I hope that you can, stay strong. Stay strong, man. FaZe fans saying Optic complaining about no winners bracket advantage. A lot of comment about the current format, and it has nothing to do with who won. Gentlemates deserve to win because they clutched when it mattered. It doesn't change the fact that loser bracket is currently a momentum advantage to us 7. Yeah, I mean, the format sucks cock, right? Format sucks cock. Let's just be real. Format sucks cock. I don't know what exactly is the answer to this. I never really fucked with the whole best of 9. One team starts off 1-0. I don't fuck with that either. I like the either double best of 7 shit or double best of 5 shit. You get more COD, double best of 7s. You get a whole series where it's like, okay, now we're warm. Now let's fucking go to war. You know? That's just my opinion. I think 2 best of 7s is great. It's weird that Halo had such good formatting in terms of not only just how many matches you got to play, being pool play on Friday, big bracket matches on Saturday, and then championship Sunday with a grand finals reset. Pretty much the only thing Halo had going for it as a whole that was great. So I tip it to the HCS. Also, haven't been paid for Worlds still. Don't know what's going on there. They're kind of gatekeeping funds. It's really weird. Just mental note that. Prickly Pear, thank you for the Prime. Initiate, thank you for the Prime for 2 as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Some weird shit, bro. I've been around for 15 years, bro. And they're getting paid from Halo Worlds like fucking. I'm in like. You ever seen the Maze Runner? Every time I enter, there's just more mapping, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, we'll circle back, man. Check your email. It could be in spam. I'm like, why would it be in spam? Like, what? You know, weird shit there. We'll let it rock for a couple more weeks until we make a big deal about it because it's actually kind of weird. Yeah, still a bit nervous about this. I think the Optic fans might have fucked up. A little too loud of boos there for the Gentlemates, perhaps, because we're gonna go to France. That's inevitable. We're going to France, and by we I mean not me, but the team will be going to France, and they're not gonna forget. They're not gonna forget what the fuck's happening. I don't know how many people that building just sat in that last event, but yeah, you better really hope you win that game one hard point if I'm just being completely honest, or else it's gonna get real weird for every team in there. Play it? I mean, I guess we can play the next 8 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Straight fear. Fear for me there. I don't like that. I've been getting like random tweets throughout the past couple days. Where you guys know that clip where I was talking about Sib with the finger thing with Dale when they were like checked in that moment. I think a lot of fans for Gentlemates kind of took what I was saying and just meant that they were just like shit at the game and they suck dick at COD. So they took that clip and thought that, and they've been tweeting me crazy shit. Just randomly I'll wake up and be like, oh, what's going on with my mentions today? Oh, shit. Translate? Oh, shit. Shouldn't have done that. And then I just kind of go about my day, just kind of checked. So, yeah, no beef here with Gentlemates fans, guys. No beef at all. No beef at all. Okay, what is this? The Surge curse is real. Octane leaves Surge in 2021 and wins a world championship in 2022. Leaves Surge 2023, wins championship 2024. Who cleaves and win? Wait a second. Wait a fucking second. Damon, you're a fucking clown. What happened to 2022 to 2023 here, though? I would have been more convinced if it was more, like, you know, consecutive. Dobie, thank you for the Prime. And Slim Live, thank you for the Prime as well. It won't continue? 2022 to 2023? Didn't make a change. Okay. That's a weird pick, dude. Seeing them all through with different jerseys. And the pink's got to go, dude. Got to go.
Finals. He hits the defuse at
9.5
seconds.
I didn't see this.
Finals. He hits the defuse at
okay, that's cap. That's not even really a clip. Top 3 MVP candidates. Merc, Simp, Neptune, Sib, Ghosty, and anything. I think this is probably right. Merc's always going to be in the running. Simp's had a pretty good year so far. Neptune or Sib, probably front runners right now. They won the first event. Ghosty had a case before the LAN. I think that these two kind of just shined a little too hard, though. I think right now Neptune might be number 1, and then Merc, and then Sib, and then Simp are my top 4 probably. Neptune's clear front runner though. I think. Actually, Sib actually makes a pretty good case though. You kind of guaranteed the final. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see as the year develops. Because Neptune also got them to the final. Broke his like hex of getting second. So I don't know. Abuza, nah, not good enough yet. Really fucking good. I think everyone else would just have looked better. Sib is not ahead of Simp right now. I mean, in that final, man, Sib, you know, as a player, man, not just as, you know, because I've been like a viewer this year, really. As a player, how someone shows up to a final is very important. I used to pride myself in showing up to finals in a different way and kind of guaranteeing it. Showing up the way Sib did in that final was very important to that roster winning the tournament. So if you guys want to tip it, it's fine. I'm just saying I tip it. I tipped on Pitch Performance. That's all I'm saying. It's okay if you don't. I do like this. I think that the whole event as a whole, I think we can all agree that this fucking game delivered at the tournament, bro. This shit was fun as fuck to watch. This whole weekend was so fun to watch, man. Not only the final, but just like Lucha's finals was cinema. There was so many early matches that were like the Toronto versus Miami was cinema. There was so many good moments in Hardpoint and S&D comebacks. You don't really see overload moments. And that goes across the challengers as well. There was a lot of comebacks, a lot of fucking sick ass moments. I think this game has shaped up to be a pretty good COD, all things considered. And with the rumors of map changes and stuff coming in for the next major, I think that's good. I think that Colossus Hardpoint needs to be looked at. I think there's a lot of fluky shit that happens on that map. I think Blackheart is fun to watch. Probably the first map you pick in 8s, but I don't think it's necessarily great Hardpoint map. It seems very fluky and very like if you're a really good Hardpoint team, you don't want to play some shitters on that because you feel like they could beat you on it type shit. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not really sold on the whole slums thing either. Lonely thing for the Prime. I think Fringe has a much better chance of being a good map in this COD than a map like Slums. Because with wall bouncing and stuff, I think that Fringe can work. It'd look almost as similar to Jetpack BO3 as you can possibly have it. You know, you could do the wall bounces over from Grandma's side to get to White Truck. You can on the train hill. It'll look pretty much 1 for 1 in terms of how it looked in BO3. But you take a map like Slums, like you know, what you like. You go into Graveyard, I think is the call out. You wall bounce over that to look at P1. You look at the dumpster across the map. It's just not going to look right. It's not going to look normal. I don't think that you can really. I think Raid you can kind of get away with it because I don't know. I still think there are weird moments on Raid where like when you see someone get mixing on pool steps, it doesn't really look normal for that map, and it's just because the map was designed for not wall bouncing in mind, right? I think it always looks awkward when you kind of just force it onto a game. I think Raid looks good. I think it plays pretty good in SMD, but I think that a map like Slums just shouldn't be even considered, really. I think Fringe can be considered and used. I can't really speak on Meltdown because I personally have never even played Meltdown, I don't think. The only thing I remember from Meltdown is Damon's 1v4 Ninja Defuse, and then Mir's like 2-piece to win champs. That's it. So I really don't know. I don't know, just some hater shit. What is this? Some guy that hates... oh no, it's actually kind of some savior shit. I mean, that's just too much, man. I get it. You want his cock. I'm excited to see what the trophy actually looks like, dude, because this obviously is not ideal. Is Scrap just an early career Dashy? I'm rewatching LAT's match, and it's Ernesto. Yeah, he was playing a lot of hero ball and solo play. Which reminds me of early career Dashy. We all saw when he was running down, trail everything type of player. Yeah, Brandon's definitely developed more as a player as time goes on. Sucks I had to deal with the most kill whore version of him. But yeah, I mean, Scrap's definitely in a position right now where the team has a lot of, probably not just him either. It's probably a lot of, force it plays happening all over the map. They're not getting results. They're getting 0-6. I mean, it sucks to see a team that good on paper perform as bad as they did at the LAN. They pretty much only beat onliners, so it's, I think, needed of a change for sure. No, Scrap doesn't give me killer vibes at all, to be honest with you. He gives me Chowler vibes. He gives me, like, vibes. I don't think Trap's a killer at all. Oh.
I don't know. I just hope to keep proving people wrong all year long.
Okay. You stop it. This was nuts, man. I'm sure Damon and JP, man, probably pulling their fucking hair out watching this, man. Because, like, not only did this guy get the crazy timing to where he hits money to pull steps without Kyler knowing about it, but then he also gets across mid, and these guys have no idea it's happening, and the round kind of just falls apart. Oh, man, what could have been? What could have been if Kyler just spots this guy right there? Fuck me. I mean, I don't even want to say Kyler should have played it more aggressive because he is the guy that's supposed to clutch the round for his team. If Ant gets his kill and Kyler kills this guy, the round's over. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they looked at this and probably pulled their hair out. It's fucked up. Is that a bad spot from Hook? No. I don't think it's a bad spot from Kyler. I think that if Kyler dies here, you call him a fucking scammer. You call him a goddamn scammer. Positive with 10 gifted subs. First end of the channel. That's a beautiful thing, brother. Thank you so much, man. If so you'll see like a lot of teams do the strat, right? We've seen Raid for fucking God knows how long, man. If you'll see players even play this spot late as fuck. You'll even help number 3 here from like here, and then late play this, right? When it gets to like 20 and plays the clutch. Kyler just chose to do it, and it looks so much worse because Kyler's arrow was right next to number 8. So on the mini map, it looks really bad. But if Kyler were to die there, I guess you could say he could have shouldered top house or bottom house. Maybe you could say that. But there's another world where Kyler just spots this guy, gets good timing on him, comes behind him on pull steps when he checks like right there, catches him in the back, shoots him. You're like, wow, God play from Hook. It's just tough. That's tough, man. I'm sure the boys watched that back and were fucking sick to their stomachs, dude. Jesus. I was sick watching that. A lot of Hydra talk on here. Why is that, do you think? It's Deafy? That sounds familiar. Does Reddit not like Hydra for some reason? Well, what's the lore there? Because he's a winner and he's losing. They think he's a selfish kill whore? If you want me to be straight up real with you guys, I think Hydra playstyle is really similar to Ants, where if you're not an elite level COD knower, half the shit they do is going to look faded from your POV. I truthfully. There's stuff that Ant does or Hydra does that even I'm like, it looks faded. And sometimes it is faded. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, those kids just think about COD in a different way than we do, right? Like, it's why that they're like kind of in their own little like skill set or skill tree. I really don't think there's anyone else besides them two. Like Neptune doesn't even really play like them. Neptune's more like a Kyler playstyle, but like Bro, we could just stay down. Yeah, like they play timings in their head, bro. They're playing timings that we don't even understand. You know? Have I heard from pro players that Hydra's like a bit of a cohort? Actually, I don't really know if I really have. It's good, Zen. Yeah, they're trying to play chess, man. And if we don't see it, then we don't see it. I don't know. I mean, sometimes they do look faded. Both those players do look faded sometimes. But by the time we get to the end of the year, they both look like elite level players because they understand the game to a T. You know, he finishes games with 12 seconds in the hill. Yeah, fuck it. Depending on what you're doing on the map, you can. I mean, you got a certain amount of hill kittens. I hate that. Yo, let's just, as a collective COD community, can we just fucking get rid of the whole hill kittens thing? I actually saw that graphic posted during the major. If I'm a hill soaker, I don't want to be called a hill kitten. I don't want to watch the rebroad, and I'm sitting there like, bro, Pete, that's me right there. I'm number 1. I'm showing my girl, and she's like, oh, you're a hill kitten. Like, me. You know, I don't fuck with that at all. Blame Octane for that? Is that Sam's doing? Oh, don't like that. Don't like that from Sam. Best kitty. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I leave COD for a little bit. I come back and there's hill kittens just getting fostered out everywhere. I don't fuck with that. Sam, fucking shame on you, brother. Shame on you, brother. Heretics roster thoughts. What? I don't think Heretics swap anybody. I think they have a good thing going. We the people. What's good, we? Thank you for the tier 1 for 19, brother. Welcome back. You're on a 19-month streak? Yeah, you forgot to cancel that. But I appreciate the 19th month. Resub. Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much. I've been talking to you since we played Apex that one time, I think. So, good to see you. Hope you've been well, bro. Don't worry, I do the same shit. You're good. No lane for 2... Wait, we don't have a lane for 2 months? Yo, when do the online matches... Oh, my God. I'm going to try to act doped up about it. Yo, when do the online matches start, guys? We're almost back to stage 2 starting. Next week? When does the Challengers Elite start? That's way more important. And actually, Zim, we have to talk about that because we got to get a roster, right? How does that work if our whole team leaves? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just Ghosty in finals! No, I forgot about this, bro. Oh, Brandon actually fucking tempted the fuck out of fate. Oh, forgot about that. That was recent. Fuck me. Nice, Brandon. Nice, bro. Now you're in an edit. God, man, we talk about this all the time. You just couldn't help yourself. I remember that. The little Blackheart comeback, game 1. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? You just couldn't help yourself. Down like 140 points. You just couldn't help yourself, you bastard. Oh, my God. Anyways, the CDL Major 1 venue was trash. Way smaller than last Optic Major, and parking is terrible. Been sitting in the parking garage for 20 minutes, and it's not even moving. $25 parking compared to $0 is also trash. Also, the Jumbotron is more like a Minitron. It was tiny compared to Allen location. Back to Allen next time, please. Okay, we'll just move on from that. What the fuck? What's this? Ninja League assumed by Neptune from last offseason. Yo, I'm sure Rocker hasn't figured out what. Yo, I actually was thinking about this. Yo, there was a time, like, I was talking to my girl and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go back and look, but Twitter actually deletes your DMs from like 10 plus years ago. Like, this is in 2016. Holy fuck me. There was when I was coming up in Ghosts. After the first event, I sent a DM to probably every single COD pro, and I said, like, pick me up, and every single one said no, except for Moho and Dito. This is 2024? Why does that say 2016? Oh, his account was, oh, I'm tweaked. Okay, my point still stands. Whatever. Sorry, that was kind of faded. Actually, that would have been insane if this was in 2016. What the hell? Like, during H5, he's like, yo, let me know what Rocker's doing. Rocker, what the fuck's Rocker? Yeah, I mean, I went back and looked at like just the few that came to my head first, like Embos, Spacely, and Nameless. Like all the DMs were just gone from before then. So, God damn it, Brandon, you're clipped twice on here. Yo, I didn't watch the Tom stream too much this weekend, but yo, how vibed up was fucking Litigoat on this fucking thing? This motherfucker was probably all smiles. Yeah, great series, man. All he cared about was Carolina doing horrible, and they did about as bad as you could. This motherfucker, he was floating? Yeah, that makes sense, bro. He's like, are we doing more rounds? Is this still free? I can get the next round. Does everybody want one? I'll be back in like 20, all right? Like, this guy was so doped up in here. A's hat, pure flow. I mean, bro. Reading his mentions, he's like, I'll take front seat. Give me the headset. I could talk to chat. The hell? If Carolina was anywhere near the top 4, if they were even in the Sunday, if they were even Saturday night last match, you think Austin's even in this fucking suite? I'm telling you right now, this guy's at home hate watching. I'm telling you right now. But those motherfuckers were out like Thursday or Friday or some shit. This guy was like, bro, I'll catch you Uber right now, bro. I'll be on the flight tonight. This motherfucker was probably so dope. Look at him.
They're thinking about
Look at
it.
him.
It gets done.
Talking about who cost it.
Yo, that guy kills me, man. I think he's fucking hilarious, man. I really do.
I take a bunch of those actually.
No beach, plant the bomb.
Checky ass shit.
Every bowl of Purina pet food is crafted.
Ooh. What the fuck? Oh, okay, some trolley shit. Yeah, we're getting to the dangerous water here. Neptune. Oh yeah, Neptune is a Halo player. Did Neptune ever win a Halo event? I know he was a pro. Did he win an event in H5? Fuck no. Was he getting slammed? I thought Neptune was good.
A monstrous run for this team. They have been putting in the work from day one.
Let's take a look here at the standings. Gentleman's out in front, 150 points. God, this format sucks. Everyone's just trying to get their little 10s. Give me my 10 points. Jesus, man. Yo, that looks so much worse, though. 7 and 24. These guys look like they're kind of competing. A couple game 5s go their way. Who knows? The fuck? 7 and 24. They won a land match. Oh, man, this gets weird here, dude. Because Toronto inevitably is going to slowly work their way up into this top 8. I think it's kind of, I don't want to say guaranteed, but I think Toronto finds their way around this spot by the time Champs comes, no matter what happens throughout the year. We'll see. See, this is an outlier here. This team has no business being here, but I think that's actually not true. I think they have, I didn't know how to word that. This was just an unexpected team to be here, but they earned their right after this past weekend, and definitely the Dark Horse team. I thought this team was, I can't believe people were writing them off so fast. I thought they looked really good in the Monster Invitational when they got 3rd place. They seemed like a Dark Horse team of the year for me. Take away Creme Plus, you still get Creme Heart every series you play against them. And it seems like as long as Caesar, it sucks putting so much pressure on Caesar, but it seems like as long as Caesar performs, they will be really good. This team, I see Heretics qualifying as like the 8th spot. I mean, we'll see what kind of resurgence we get out of these couple teams here, like Boston Breach and C9 in particular, and I guess Surge as well in this next stage, because at what point does it get cut off to where you cannot make champs? Like, how early does that happen? Yo, Skip, thank you for the prime, brother. After Major 3. My top 8, I would have these 3 for sure. Thieves, Heretics, what's that, 5? G2. See, like, also, too, man, I could see, like, I really am a big fan of this roster right now. But would it surprise me if they somehow didn't make champs? Probably wouldn't surprise me. Right now, and if it happened today, it would surprise me. But who knows what happens over the next couple of months, man. I don't know. I mean, I see Toronto making it, which bumps out somebody here. Either Falcons or Ravens are going to get bumped out of this top 8. I think Toronto makes champs for sure. And then it just becomes like, are these 3 really like counted out this early? How much difference can their seasons change here in this next stage? Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, one in Ravens, like, it's sad to say they could qualify for champs strictly off online performance. They can go to every event and get last as long as they get their 50 points online, 60 points online. Like, they're good to go. Like, they will qualify. Why do you think Toronto make T8? I don't know. Just a gut feeling. I think those players should be in the top 8 of any champs. So, I don't know. We'll see. What the? Asia remains the only team in CDL era to win 3 straight. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it again. Neptune, wow. What an event from the kid.